Hey everyone, it's more Crafts and Mom back for another video.
Hi everybody.
So today is the last day of July. It is July 31st, 2025, and this is episode number 22. So I have quite a bit to show you guys. I have a lot of finished items. I even have some project bags, which is right there on that pile. And I have some whips to show you. But I'm going to show my crochet finished objects first. Then I'm going to show you my sewed projects, finished objects next. Excuse me.
Take everything out, lay it down, and throw it in the basket.
Yeah, okay. I should have did that before I did started the video, but that's okay. Crochet finished objects are going to be first, like I said, and then we're going to, do the, sewed project bags next, and other little odds and ends, and then we'll do the crochet whips. So the first thing I have is a Timothy. He is ginormous. This yarn is the flower yarn from Red Heart Super Saver. I did not color control. I just did it however it came out of the cake. And this is, I don't even know what color it is. But I used a 3.75 millimeter hook for it. And this was like number one. I think I have, no, I only have two to show you today. But yeah, I worked on him, finished him. So he is done. And this is by Blue Phone Studios. The second thing I finished was this little, sunflower, thing. The sunflowers are 3D. And I made this for on the back of my cousin's couch. She has a futon. She has no blankets on it. She loves sunflowers. And I just thought this would be a cute little addition to put on the back of her couch. So I made 12 squares. And then I put them together with the green, which I really like that. I'm glad I did it that way. But yeah, so I will be taking this down to Graham's today or tomorrow to make sure it's down there whenever I go to my cousin's house. The next project I have is a blanket. This is for my boyfriend's middle daughter. Well, he has 3 kids. He has 2 boys and a girl, 6, 7, and 8, and this is for her. So I just made it for a little lapcan that she could lay on the couch with it and stuff. So I finished that one. And I do see that I have some tails poking out that I missed. So I will make sure I double check it before I give it to her for Christmas. So I finished that. The next thing I have is a jellyfish, this is an octopus. The pattern is by Julia MH Toys, I think is what it says. I got the pattern off of Etsy. And it's a lot bigger. If you remember, this is the tiny octopus, and I made a Timothy the T-Rex in this last week, or the last time I did a video, and it was ginormous too.
Did you say that was supposed to be the tiny one?
Yeah,
I can't imagine what the big one is.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the tiny one.
The big one's probably big.
So, yeah, I finished it. I didn't give it no eyes. I just kind of left it blank. So that's that one. The next thing I finished is I finished this little, chubby dinosaur. It's a keychain. My friend Paula asked me, she sent it to me for me to make for her. So I did. So I just finished him last night, I think is when I finished it.
No,
the night before. So I finished him, and I put the hardware on, so he is done. And then I made a little Goober the Goblin. So I made him. He has little fangs and toes. My Graham really likes the toes.
Toes too.
Mom likes the toes. So I made him. And my last...
No, over there.
Oh. Okay. So, my other finished object is I made a dinosaur. This is a hatching, well, it's Katie Did's pattern, and it is one of her dino patterns. She has like 3 of them, I think, 3 or 4. And this is him. This is this one. The color, the yarn, the body is itty bitty stripes. It's like the bait. It's the neutral one. I don't know what it is. And then I used some sage green for his like spikes and accent color. So he is finished. And my last one, which I just finished this one right before I started this video, is I made a Timothy the T-Rex, and he has like dragon eyes that I got. So I finished him. He is done. I was gonna make another one, but Mom told me not to. She said I need to work on something else. I was having a problem picking colors anyway, so. But that will be for another day. Probably next week I'll make another Timothy. I love making Timothys. If you've followed me for any length of time, you know that I love Timothys and the mini Timothys. I love making them. I just love them so much. So now we are going to talk about my some of my sewed projects. Now, I did put a poll up on YouTube here on YouTube to see if you guys wanted me to bring back stitch marker sets. So far, I have 2 votes, one for yes and one for no. And if you could go over and vote on that, I'd really appreciate it. And another thing I want to talk about before I get into the bags is me and Mom are having a live sale on the 14th of next month, and it's going to start at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the only thing I am showing on that sale is pen wraps and project bags and notion pouches. That's it.
But if somebody
Yeah, and if somebody wants stitch markers, just let me know and I can make them. But stitch markers really ain't doing it very well for me right now. It's mostly the pen wraps. And there's 2 rules. So if I show you a pen wrap, it is first come, first serve for both the pen wraps and the project bags. If you would like let's say if I have a crochet, and I love crochet pen wrap. If it sells and you would want if you want a I love crochet pen wrap, just let me know. I will put you down and I will make it as I get them. I will get the orders. Now, please keep in mind that it does take me a little while to do the pen wraps. And you can also pick the color of the pen that the pen wrap goes on. I have 12 pen wraps right now. 12 or 13. I forget which one it is. But I have 12 or 13 pen wraps. And 3 of them are sadly already on the pen. And that is I Love Sewing, I Love Reading, and the Barbie one. Those are already on the pen wrap, or already on the pens, because I wasn't thinking that to give you guys the option to pick the color of the pen that you wanted it on. That came to my mind after I started making pen wraps. And I do have after the reason why I'm gonna pause. Okay, so I don't know what was going on with my light, but it completely died on me, so I apologize for it being dark in here. And I don't know if this light will make it better or not. A little bit. But I don't know I'm gonna charge my light, and maybe I'm not supposed to do this video today. It's kind of what it seems like. But, like I was saying, So if you, I forgot where I was. So the pen wraps. If you want one, like I said, it does take me a little while to make them, so it'll probably be like a week or two before I can, if I get a lot of orders, it might be 1 or 2, maybe 3 weeks before I get your order out. Because I cannot work on bead or pen wraps for solid, I gotta throw some other stuff in there. So I am going to give you a little bit of an idea of what project bags I have. These are not for sale now. I am just showing you some of the options that I will have. And how it is going to work is the day before the sale, me and Mom are going to go through and we are going to number the bags 1 to whatever. We're not going to do it and we're not going to do it in categories. Like, all of the bags are going to be, 1 to, 50. Like, we're not doing, Notion pouches 1 to 10, and then bigger bags, 1 to 15. We're not doing that. It's, if you like a bag, or a Notion pouch, or whatever, say, sold bag 50. Or number 50. Or, whatever, if I show a Notion pouch that you really like, and it's number 25, just say sold 25. That's all you gotta do. And then, Mama's gonna write down the orders for me, like she usually does. And then that way I can focus on reading the comments and, all that other good stuff. So, let's, show, well, I got this right here, but I don't know where my, oh, there it is. So, I made some key fobs, and I'm not happy with them, but I figured I would just show you. So, this one I made, it is a 9, I cut my fabric to 15 or 16 inches, so it's about 8 inches. And I don't like it because it is kind of wide on me, it's long, and I don't really like it. But I did make this version, and this is Winnie the Pooh fabric. And this one is the 7-inch version, which is a little bit better. So I like the 7-inch one over the 8-inch one. So you can kind of see that it's a little bit longer. So maybe 7.5 or whatever. So I have those two. I don't know if they're going to be for sale or not because I'm not happy with them. But I'm just going to, I also have, some lanyards that I am going to be selling. And the prices, I will tell everything whenever I show the item. I'm not going to go into it now. But this is just one lanyard that I have. I have, I think, 4. So that'll be, in the shop, or in the, sale. And now I'm going to show you some of the bags that I have that will be in the sale. So I have this really cute little RV, snap bag. It has 3 snaps on the top of it, which it'll hold a lot of yarn. So I have a couple bags with snaps. I have a couple bags with drawstrings. This one is little sunflowers with little birds on them. I have a couple bags with drawstrings. And then I have a lot of Notion pouches. This one is a rainbow one. I have a little sewing one. I have this little one with the sunflower and birds. And then, I have a Snoopy one. And that is all of the Notion pouches. And then I still have threads that I need to cut because I've just been sewing like crazy. And then before we do the live sale, I will go through all of the bags and make sure all the threads are cut. So, and then like just go that way. So I have a Snoopy project bag. It does have a zipper. Somebody asked me if I could make some bags with zippers, and yes, I am making quite a few bags with zippers in different sizes. Because I also want to make myself some bags that have zippers on them for my plastic canvas and my cross stitch. And then I have this one here. This is like Baby Yoda. So I have that one. Then I have this one here, and this one is Sugar Skulls. And I have this unicorn print with the little stars. It is sparkly. And then the last one I'm going to show you is a pretty big bag. This one has little ghosts on it, and it says Boo in different colors. So those are all of the bags and stuff that I'm going to show you today. So those are just a couple of the bags that will be in the sale. I'm also, there's that freaking one again. I am also working on other bags in different sizes that do have zippers on. I sewed quite a bit last night and got 3 more bags done. And then I ended up getting tired, and I was going to sew today. I was going to do a lot of stuff today, but my gram called and asked me if I wanted to go to Sam's Club with them to get some things. And I said, yeah, I'll go. So I went and got some things. Me and Mom wanted French bread pizzas for supper tonight, but we only went to Sam's Club and we went to Lowe's, and Lowe's does not have food. Well, they do, but not like groceries. So we went to Sam's Club, and I wanted French bread pizzas. Me and Mom both wanted French bread pizzas, but I could not find French bread pizzas there. But we've also been hungry for hamburgers too, so I did find microwavable hamburgers. And I got rolls, so we're gonna have those for supper. And the reason why I'm doing this video now is because my boyfriend calls me about 7 o'clock, and it is 6:16, and I want to get supper done and over with. So I'm going to quit blabbing. I'm going to go dump my stuff onto my bed, and, or maybe I'll just put stuff in another basket. That might be what I do. So I'm going to go get my whips, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So, the other day, this week, I don't even remember what day it was, but I was not feeling a lot of my projects. So I frogged like 3 or 4 of them and restarted things. So before I get into that, so like I said, my boyfriend has 3 kids from a previous marriage, and I am working on blankets for the 3 kids. Well, I'm working on this one here, and I'm frogging it. It is just too damn long. I think it's too long. I have another one here. I'm going to put it up against this one and see exactly. I don't know. It just seems like it's too long. So I'm going to lay that one there. And I'm going to fold this like in half. And it's a little bit longer. Okay, I'm not going to frog it. But anyway, I'm going to throw this one back over there. But anyway, so one, I already finished the girls, which is Kinley. She's is done. Hers is done. But he picked red and blue and red and orange for the boys' blankets. And I'm running out of blue. Can you believe that? I'm running out of blue. And I thought about bringing blue yarn up from Graham's because I do have a lot of it there. But then Graham's going to be asking me a lot of questions about why I'm bringing up so much blue yarn.
Oh, you get blue from without.
So I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah. So this is the red and blue one. I am doing 5 rows of each color. And this is all the farther I got on this one. Sadly, the only problem with the red is I can only find 2 reds, which is cherry red from Red Heart and red from Mainstays. And the other one is orange and blue, and this I got pretty far on that one. And I'm gonna put a border on it. I don't know what color border I'm gonna put on it. I might just pick a blue and put it on. But this is how far I got done on the one boy's. And I'm using a 6mm hook on these two. And I don't like starting my granny stripe blankets with just the chain. So I did a row of double crochet at the bottom. And I'm going to do it at the top. And I wanted something mindless. So I started one granny spur blanket. So basically what I'm going to do is I have a basket that has a lot of different yarns in it. I'm going to randomly choose colors to put in a random number of rows, kind of like I do in my baby blankets. And then once I get it to a good size in the middle, I'm going to then add rows on the top and the bottom for like the little bit of extra length to make it like a rectangle blanket. I'm using a 6mm for that too. And then this one here is the Dakota blanket. And it's by Truly Crochet on Ravelry. And all of this one is a row of V-stitch, granny stitch, V-stitch, double crochet across. So I'm on my second repeat. And I think for this one, I have my yarn back here. And so I have this left. I think I'm just going to use the rest of it and then tie on a new cake whenever I get finished with it. And just keep it as simple as possible. 6mm for that too. I'm kind of doing the same thing as that last granny square blanket with this one. So I started with a couple rows of pink in the middle. Then I used some leftover yellow in the middle and the next. And then I have this little bit of blue. And I've already done 3 rows, but I'm going to start, I'm in third row. And then I'm going to see how much I have left over when I finish the 3rd row. If I have enough, I think I might do a 4th and just go until I can't make any more solid rows. 6mm hook for that too. Then the next one I have is I started another granny stripe blanket. I've been really liking those blankets lately. And I find that they're really easy to work on when me and the boyfriend are talking. Because I can't do hard things when I talk to him. Although, I did work on that little chubby dinosaur keychain when me and him were talking. And I did okay with that. So, I could probably do it. But I just prefer simple projects when talking to him. Like I do with my friend Christina. The simpler, the better for us. It seems like I can't really do anything too complicated or we end up messing up. But this is what I have. It is doubled. Just using whatever I got. And then I have not touched my shawl. It's still in the same state that it was the last time you saw it. And so yeah, working on that. And I did start a scarf. This is just a V-stitch scarf. I'm just going to work on this when and as I please. And the last thing I started, which is not very much progress at all, is I started another Truly crochet blanket. And this one is just basically the row of double crochet at the bottom. So that is all of my whips that I have going on. I have other whips, but none of them are currently like being worked on. I have one basket that has granny granny squares in it to make granny square blankets. And I might even make some granny square scarves eventually. To use up some more of the granny squares. But then I like my granny squares, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Right now. And then earlier today, I went in my room and I made 2 graphs. So this one is for here at Mom's, and this one is for down at Graham's. And the reason why I made these is because, no, I am still not donating anything this year or next year. But I kind of want to have an idea of what I have so that when I do start donating, I have an idea of how much I have. And I'm not going to do like I did last time and give a bunch of my stuff. I am going to probably limit like 10 items per donation. And I am going to knock a lot of the charities off of my list. So I have no idea who I will donate to when I'm ready to donate, but yeah, I'm taking a couple years to rest and just kind of work on whatever I want to work on. So yeah, I am going to let you guys go. Thank you for watching. If you hi to all of my new subscribers. Hello to all of my returning subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys coming back each week to watch me or whenever I post a video. Because let's face it, I'm not very productive making videos every week like I should be. And like I was in the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year, I was putting out 3 or 4 videos a week. Not now. What I might end up doing is I might bring back whip roulette, which I do want to start doing. I'm just kind of, yeah, I want to bring back whip roulette, and I'm also thinking about bringing back amigurumi roulette, and just working on one amigurumi at a time. I do over in my tote have 3 binders that have amigurumi patterns in it. I do need to do like a deep go through of those, because some of those amigurumis I'm never going to make, so I just need to take them out and only keep in the binders what I'm actually going to work on or actually make. So yeah, that's everything for now. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. It is Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm going to Graham's. And yeah, hope everybody has a great week, and I'll talk to you guys again later.
Bye, everybody.